Okay, so I've watched enough YouTube to know that I should be able to just, like... What the fuck? Hey, where have you guys been? Oh, don't give me that. I've been here. We've been here. We've been working. I don't know where you guys have been. Anyway, glad you're back. Good to see you. You look great. How'd that thing go? Hope it went well. Hope you're wearing sunscreen. Anyway, jokes aside, let me catch you up real quick because it's been a second. This has been a lot of. Let me back up a little. I think I cut a little too deep trying to be like super transparent. I mean, who needs 15 minutes of a guy building a wooden table? So what I'm really trying to do here going forward is make this, what we're doing, informative without drowning you all in tiny little dumb minutia at the same time. So let me bring you up to speed. We built a bender stand and we've been bending. We built a steering column, we've got some pedals, I've got an intake situation that I think I'm very excited about. I think is going to work really well. But a lot of what's been going on here, I've just been bending tubes and trying to kind of get a feel for how that thing works. A lot of it went really well. Holy butts. Look at this. He's got a little dog leg to match the door jamb on both. A lot of it went not so well. Cool, so remember how I said I can't believe that's so easy? I'm gonna look at this a little bit more and make sure I'm not doing this the wrong way. Yeah, well, I was doing it the wrong way. So, $96 worth of tubing is now not garbage, but gonna have to get cut up for something else, and I'm not very happy about it. But we're here now, and by here now, let me just kind of show you where we're at. So we've got I finally got smart and screwed this front cradle down, put some screws in here so this thing wasn't just walking around all over the place. So we square our front and rear cradles. I've got these, I guess you can call them a main hoop, or a main rail, or a start of a main rail, that run down through the side there. Yeah, right in, right along to this back section. We've got our main hoop tacked in place. That's bent to be as close kind of everywhere as I could make it. I'm really happy with the fit on that. I really am. It kind of kicks down in there, follow the contour of the body down along the bottom. That seems to fit really well. I just this morning tacked that bar in. There's probably something on the shorts about that. But that bar is now tacked in there. Pay no attention to that ratchet strap. So we've actually got something to go with now. I did a whole thing about fitting a big air-to-water intercooler in this hole, but turns out I needed to buy a smaller one anyway, so all of that doesn't matter. We can start that over again. We will be very soon, since you all watch the shorts, you already know this, we're going to be painting this thing really quickly. I decided this is actually going to be the tank for our air-to-water intercooler. It's going to go in the back here, but we're going to paint that in some kind of fun pattern. So anyway, stay tuned, that'll be cool. But that's just kind of where I'm at. And I'm sorry I've kind of been doing it by myself, but I've just, again, it hasn't been real entertaining to watch, I don't think. I've been doing it, it hasn't been real entertaining. So, but I feel like we're at a point now where I have enough of an idea that I know where I'm going with things and that we can sort of we can get there together. So I think what I'm doing at the moment is I'm trying to figure out if I want to start bending my A-pillar bars or if I want to put like a cross member in here first to kind of keep this sort of stiff. But so I'm trying to figure out if I need that A-pillar bar in there to build the X, or if I just want to start building my X. So I'm thinking on that for a minute, but that's where we're at and that's where we've been, and let's see what part of this we decide to do next. I'm as curious as you are, because I don't even know yet. Cool, so I'm going to start with one of these diagonals to kind of hold this whole thing in place, because at the moment it's kind of like a floppy cardboard box with no bottom. The whole thing can just kind of wiggle side to side. So I'd like to at least tack one of these diagonals in here so that it's not doing this, and then we can move to our A-pillar bars and stuff like that, because I might need to wiggle the body around a little bit in order to clear for the A-pillar bars, and at the moment there's nothing. If I wiggle the body and it smacks the cage, it's going to wiggle that whole thing. So I'm going to do one of these. I'm going to X this floor in probably 2 spots so we can still, you'll see, tubing cutting. Okie dokie. So, right. I need to make that fit that guy back there. And initially I was like, well, it's a 45. Just cut it at 45 and the chop's on, you're done. But it's not. It's obviously whatever that angle is. I could probably lay a tape out there. That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's lay a tape out there real quick and try to measure it with our Walgreens protractor. Kind of get in the ballpark, and then we'll oh wait, sorry. Why don't I just take the 2x cut and set it up against this point here, lay it over the back there, and just kind of do that. Better idea. Sorry, I just kind of clicked off for a second when that occurred to me. Let's do that, see if that works. Well, poop again. So I coped that end, spent a bunch of time making that fit real nice to a square, because I was like, well, sure, it'll just go up here on this side, and then that'll run back, and then I'll figure my angle out. Well, it doesn't get coped to that bar, you dumb shit. It gets coped to this side here. So I've turned that piece around that is now just wasted time. I'm going to transfer the angle of this bar onto this end and try to cut this at this angle first, and then we'll go from there, I guess. So don't be a dummy. Don't do what I do. Okay, well, I'd appreciate it if you guys would forget about all that other stuff I just said and pretend that I did this entirely on purpose. Because all things considered, I'm pretty tickled with the way that came out. And we just got to do a little adjusting of our copage back here to make that all line up. Not as much as I would have thought, honestly, all things considered. I'm going to give that one a little touch and see if we can't get that to suck in there against that tube a little bit more, and then we'll deal with our mal-adjusted 45. So I think we salvaged that piece, which is cool, because I don't know. Not turning big tubes into little tubes is kind of the point here, so we're just trying to make them work, not just turn them into scrap. So check the fit though, that's kind of nice. Digging it. I'm glad that worked. I was nervous there for a few minutes. Also, cutting that the wrong way on the chop saw, would not recommend. When that started to pull up, it was starting to get a little hairy, so I cut it off. Shut it off, finished it with the grinder, because I don't want to have that ripped out of my hands and somehow stuck through my forehead. Anyway, coping. Alrighty, after multiple, and I do mean multiple trips back and forth to the belt sander. Well, no, I just it up, but anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. I've got that to sit in there nicely. I'm pretty pleased with the joints. Yeah, that was a ball pain, because that's a lot of angles that all have to happen at the same time, but let me go around the other side. I'm pretty happy with the way they all kind of came together. It looks... There's a magnet there, but you'll have to trust me. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's good enough for who it's for, I think. So, happy with that. That could have gone a lot worse. I'm really dying to bend one of these A-pillar bars, but I think I should probably take that wood out of there first. Oh, maybe I'll do that. That'd be a nice fiddly thing to do for a few minutes to quench the thirst to do a little bit of work, but not get so involved in doing that A-pillar bar. Oh, but actually, I don't know. I don't know. So many things to do. Anyway, I'm pleased with that one. That's going to be the basis of our floor X, and I'm happy with that. So that's cool. Onward and something. Yeah, buddy. So yeah, I went ahead and decided to take that wood out. I got those brackets out there too. Look at the difference that makes just visually from inside the car. It opens up that whole top really, really nicely. Like that's hard to see, I'm sure, but you know, trust me, it's significantly visually lighter. So that's cool, that helps a bunch. I think for this top, we're gonna do some kind of removable hardtop situation. Man, it'd be easy just to weld a panel in there and make it smooth and make it flat and make it truly old school, kind of East Coast style, like a van roof or something would be sick. But I'd like to be able to do something to take it off. So when we do decide we want to go driving around when it's nice, the several months of the year that's nice here, that's not summer, we could do that, because that'd be cool. So anyway, wood's out. I moved this. I moved everything a bunch. I drove my shoulder into the B-pillar. Everything's screwed up now, so I'm gonna have to fix it all, or straighten it all up. But that needed done. I should have done that weeks ago. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about the rest of the wood, but we'll figure it out. So anyway, there's that 8-pillar bar coming next. Probably not today because I'm tired and lazy and don't want to screw it no more. But soon. Be patient. Get off me.